Oh, hey, y'all. Officer Karen Law Dog reporting live to you outside the Kern County Sheriff's Office. I'm falling apart at the seams on a Monday. What do I mean by that? My rubber band broke, and now my braid is falling apart. But hey, that didn't stop me from coming out here today on a Monday to try to make a wrong right. And so, more extortion on a Monday. I just had to shell out $45 to get a special fingerprint done. And I hope that it's not an off-the-books confidential fingerprinting activity to where they now have my fingerprints right here in the Kern County Sheriff's Office, where hopefully they don't plant those on some crime scene. But anyway, they're making me jump through all these unnecessary hoops thanks to Deputy Cayman Aguirre. So y'all remember, if you've been following the journey, I had to surrender my weapons last year because Kern County Sheriff's Deputy Cayman Aguirre falsely alleged that he was petrified of me, to the point that he had to seek out a restraining order. He alleged that he had to change the direction that he goes to and fro work out of fear. Like he had to tactically get to work. And this guy's wearing a badge and carrying a gun, and he's afraid of little old me when all I have is my tongue and a pen. That's right, folks, exposing corruption and incompetence just like the Afro Man did. The only difference between me and the Afro Man, besides the fact that I don't have an afro, is I don't have the reach that he has. He's out there putting together songs and getting all kinds of kudos for doing what the law dog's been doing. Okay, he's been sucking it up since 2022. I've been sucking it up since 2021. And it's about to come to an end. But wait, there's more. So I got extorted $45 in here this morning. When I came home from Charles's birthday weekend getaway, I came home to a letter from the Franchise Tax Board where I've been extorted. That's right, they've intercepted $250 of my tax refund dollars on behalf of Kern County. There's no judgment against me. I've never had due process. That's right, folks. You heard it here first. The Franchise Tax Board is colluding with the County of Kern to exercise their mean justice to take law-abiding citizens' tax returns without any due process. They don't ask questions. They say they don't have any authority. Really? So if you're a county agency, you can send up to the Franchise Tax Board a claim that somebody owes you X number of dollars, and the Franchise Tax Board's just going to bend over and intercept your money and send it to the county. But that's okay. Stand by, because what you take from me today, trust and believe, I'm going to get back. It might not be tomorrow, but I'm going to get it back, and I'm going to get it back tenfold. So if you're a taxpayer in Kern County, you should be fed up with your tax dollars being wasted on the law dog. Because, again, they took my $250. I'm going to get that back 100 times or more. turn that music down or else Facebook will shadow ban me. This is definitely a poorly designed parking lot. So anyway, stay tuned. If you were following the journey, you know a while back, because they all collude. They use their various county agencies and their off-the-books confidential informants to do their dirty bidding. And if you recall correctly, Code Compliance started falsely alleging that I had all these violations that I did not in fact have. I responded to their false and defamatory allegations within the time frame that was required. And then they just kept tacking on fees and sending me letters, and I responded to every single one of them. Then they turned me into collections. I responded to every single one of those. I asked for my day in court. I disputed. You know how you get those letters that say they've been informed that you owe this debt and blah, blah, blah. And if you don't respond within 30 days, then they're going to assume that the debt is valid. I responded to every single letter. And that wasn't good enough. They just turned me into the franchise tax board and said, this person owes us X number of dollars, and the franchise tax board didn't require a judgment, didn't require my side of the story. That's like beyond taxation without representation, folks. That's beyond extortion. That shit is criminal, and it's RICO. I don't owe Code Compliance a damn dime. As a matter of fact, now they're going to owe me. So, anyway, happy Monday. Great. This train's just sitting here. Hopefully I'll be able to get over the tracks. I've got a busy morning planned. I've got activities later this afternoon. We have a meeting with some suits and ties at an undisclosed location. I also have an interview with the California Department of Justice coming up. Yeah, you know what? Kern County's gig is up. Nick Shelley's been going all across the United States exposing corruption. I've been exposing it right here in Kern County, Kern, and I can prove everything that we have done and said with record, picture, and video evidence. Their gig is up. So, you heard it here first, folks. Watch your news, because my attorney said that pretty soon there's going to be a major announcement. So, don't say we didn't tell you so. But as a taxpayer, I would be pissed off. I would be reaching out to every single one of those Kern County Board of Supervisors, and I would tell them that you're sick. If it were me, I'm not giving legal advice. They'll never beat my price. But I would tell them, you're sick and tired of your tax-paying dollars being used to target innocent, law-abiding citizens who have done nothing but expose the local corruption and incompetence. But you know why and how they get away with this? Because they have your tax dollars to do it. So, when you run over a pothole, think Officer Karen Law Dog. When you see a street sign with lights that don't work, anything around the county, paint that needs painting, you think of Officer Karen Law Dog. Because it's not getting done, because they're misappropriating that money. Think about it. How much does it cost per hour for a deputy county council lawyer to look at, just say, a 20-page complaint that the law dog sends over to them? And you know what? After this bullshit with Kern County Code Compliance, I can assure you, with every single letter that I've already sent, every single complaint that I've already submitted, I can assure you those documents are going to at least exceed 100 pages or more. Let's just say Deputy Kern County Counsel makes a billable hour for a lawyer. Let's just say $400 an hour. They've been going down this rabbit hole that they've created since 2021. What somebody should be asking is for an audit right here in Kern County. How much money has been expended coming after the law dog and the lap dog? Y'all aren't going to like it, I can assure you. And what you're not going to like is the lawsuits that have been filed and will be filed that's going to cost this county millions. Because RICO, that's some serious shit, folks. That's not just I slipped and I fell on a step and I banged up my knee kind of claim. This is serious, punitive, accountability. If you're not following the journey, I get it. You don't understand. But if you have been following the journey, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's going to be another hot day. I might get the horses out. You never know. But anyway, thanks for watching.